Okay, so hopefully you can all hear me okay. If not, let me know. There is a chat function down the bottom if this is your first time ever using Zoom. And congratulations for getting on. It is actually pretty simple as well. So it's a great way of just building your business or talking to people or conversing with your friends and family at all. And we use it loads within the business. So welcome to the call. We do these calls every single Sunday night. So thanks very much for dialing in. The purpose of the call tonight is really to tell you a little bit more about the products that we have and tell you a little bit more about the business and to formally launch a few people's businesses tonight. So if you're a friend or a family member of one of the girls who's launching the business tonight, really appreciate you taking the time to just support them. And that's all we ask, is that you support people in their product story, in their product journey, in their business journey. And you never know, it might even be something that you're interested in for yourself. You never know. So I want to tell you a little bit about the products first, before we hear from the girls. And really, the way that I would always do this is, for me, I'll tell you a little bit about my story and how I came across the products and the business, and why, for me, as a busy mum, this business just makes sense and the products just make sense. And it's very simple. It's not complicated. Anybody can take the product. Anybody can do the business. And hopefully by the end of the next 20 minutes, half an hour, you'll see that. So my name is Emma Snedden. I've been taking Juice Plus products for almost 4 years now, actually. I stumbled across, let me just mute everybody, sorry. Mute all. Sometimes we get a little bit of somebody that jumps on who's not muted. Oh gosh, what have I done here? I don't want to share my screen. Sorry. So yeah, so I came across the Juice Plus products when I was 36 years old. So you can probably do the maths. I've just turned 40. And at the time, I'm a very busy working mum. I worked very long hours. I looked after myself in terms of exercise. Went to the gym every morning at 6 o'clock. It was the only time of the day that I could fit it into my life. And but really, I was very much on that treadmill of life where I was very busy, probably didn't eat the things that I should eat very well. I didn't look after myself from the inside out, if you like. And someone recommended that I started, or at least looked at Juice Plus. So I did. And what I want to do is tell you a little bit about what I found and why I've been taking this product for the last 4 years and what it's done for me. So this is the products that we're talking about, Juice Plus, right? Juice Plus capsules. They're very, very simple, very, very straightforward. There's nothing complicated about it. It's fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule format. That's it, right? It's really, really simple, and I wish that I had come up with a concept. I mean, just the way that I would suggest that you look at this is, do you eat enough fruit and vegetables? Really? And for me, I was like, no, probably not. We all know we're supposed to eat 5 to 7 portions every single day. How many of us do that in reality? Some do, most don't, and that's just a fact. We're actually we should actually eat a lot more than just 5 to 7 portions a day, but that's all that we tend to consume because it's all we can kind of get our heads around. So that's what's recommended by the government. In some countries it's 14. It's actually more like 21 that we should eat. In here, there are 30 different fruit, veg and berries in a capsule format. So do we eat enough? No. Do we need more? Yes. Do we need a variety? Absolutely. And that was something that I didn't really understand at the time, was the importance of the variety of the fruit and vegetables that we eat. So I very much thought that I ate okay. I ate some fruit and vegetables, but it was the same 5 or 6 or 7 that I would eat every single day. And do we know this? Yes. Do the people around us know it? Yes. But as a nation, are we getting fatter, more sedentary? Yes. Right. So despite the fact that we know this, and despite the fact that we see it on the news, we still don't really find an easy way for us to consume the right nutrients to fuel our body properly. So for me, I was looking for a way to be able to get the nutrition that I needed to function as a busy person into my body every single day in an easy to consume, affordable format. It didn't mean that I didn't have to go out and buy 30 different fruit and vegetables and eat them every day. So for me, this was a really, really simple solution to a problem that the vast majority of people have, whether they're aware of it or not. So I want to tell you what's in here. So this, for example, I'll show you what they look like first, actually. So that's one of the capsules, right? That's the fruit one. Very simple. You take 2 fruit, 2 veg, 2 berries every single morning with a pint of water. That's it, right? It's a genius concept. Really, really simple way to take enough fruit and veg into your body. So what's in here? And ask yourself whether you or the people that you know, love and care about have this level of nutrition every day. So in here is examples. There's orange, pineapple, cranberries, cherries, peaches, papaya. I can't even read that. What's that saying? Papaya, vitamin C, beetroot. In this one, the berry one, this is great, by the way, for your skin, for your hair and nails, and more importantly, for your cardiovascular health. So for your heart to perform properly in here, we have things like Concord grapes, pomegranate, blueberry, bilberry, blackberry, elderberry, raspberry, cranberries, blackcurrants, green tea. I certainly wasn't consuming those every single day. And then the vegetable ones, like how many of us really eat all the vegetables that we should? I know I certainly wasn't. My children weren't. My husband wasn't. Most of the people that I know, love and care about, don't eat enough veg. Carrots, parsley, broccoli, spinach, kale, tomatoes, garlic, cabbage. There's just some examples of what's in those products, right? So 30 different fruit, veg and berries within an easy to consume, affordable format. So for me, I was like, okay, so if I can take this product in a really easy to consume way, why would I not do that? So for me, I thought, well, maybe I could go and buy the product. So I went out and bought all of that to prove to myself that this was a better way, a more simple way. This is what we don't say to people, that you shouldn't, I mean, this is not instead of eating healthy. This is alongside a healthy diet. So this is about, we know what we should eat, but we don't eat what we should eat. So this bridges the gap between what we do eat and what we should eat. And actually what you'll find is, what I found, the more goodness I put into my body, the better my body performed, and the more my body craved goodness. So I can think about, like, if you have a night out, for example, or you give your body rubbish, what do you crave at the end of a big night out? You don't, go and order a salad on your way home. You crave what your body gives you. You give your body rubbish. You get up in the morning, you want rubbish food. If you can give your body good nutrition to fuel it the way that it should every single day, your body starts to crave more fruit and vegetables. My husband was 39 when he started taking Juice Plus. Didn't eat vegetables at all. Maybe had the odd banana. At almost 40 years of age, no vegetables whatsoever in his diet. Started taking Juice Plus. There's a massive skeptic, by the way. Started taking Juice Plus in less than 2 weeks. Started to eat some vegetables. 2 years later, which is where he is now, he eats all vegetables, all fruit, apart from courgette and mushrooms, because he doesn't like the consistency. Just mute that person. So for me, as a busy mum, I was able to give my husband good nutrition that he wasn't getting. I was able to give myself really good nutrition in a very simple way that was really, really quick and easy. So that product for me is a no-brainer. It works. And the other thing that I found really, really interesting was the fact that so I took it, loved it, and felt the benefits really quickly. But some people have introduced me to the fact that the product actually has 30 peer-reviewed medical published journals about the benefits of taking Juice Plus. So it wasn't just the fact that I took it and felt amazing. There's actually research, medical research behind the product that proves that it does what I was experiencing. So, and these are from like really good, high quality medical establishments and universities like Yale, Harvard, Cambridge, Birmingham. There's a study into cancer by MD Anderson that talks about the benefits of this product on inflammation. Inflammation is a massive cause of a lot of disease and a lot of conditions that people suffer from as they get older. So things like the product is bioavailable. This is food, guys. It's not a vitamin supplement. It's not like something you can get in Holland and Barrett or Boots. This is a whole food nutritional supplement. It's actual, your body recognizes it as food. So that's why it works so well, because it's not something that your body's just going to excrete out the other end, if you like. A bit like a Berocca, for example. If you have a Berocca, if you've ever had one, it comes out the same color as it goes in. There's a reason for that, because it's man-made, so your body doesn't recognize it. This is not a vitamin. It's a whole food nutrition. So your body recognizes it and uses what it needs. Within 5 minutes of taking the product, 95% of it is absorbed into your body. And that's proven in the studies. There's loads of other things that are proven. Things like healthy skin and nails, proven to reduce inflammation, proven to protect your DNA. Now, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a personal trainer. I'm none of those things. I'm just a busy mum who was working really long hours, was really tired, and found a product that gave me boatloads of energy. And I promise you that for me, that was my biggest takeout at the beginning of taking this product, was I started to be awake longer at night. I started to be able to function more in the evening. I wasn't so tired. I used to fall asleep putting the kids to bed, started taking this product. Wasn't falling asleep at 8 o'clock anymore. Within a couple of weeks, I started to have my evenings back. Now, 4 years on, I go to bed because it's late. instead of because I'm tired. And I'm up like that in the morning, and I jump out of bed, and I don't snooze my alarm, and it's an amazing thing. So for me, that was a no-brainer. And then I realised there's this product as well, which is the child health study. I don't know if you can see that because of the lights above me. So it's a child health product. It's exactly the same product as is in here, same fruit and vegetables, but in an easy to consume format for children. So I'll show you a little bit what's in there, what they look like. I actually really like them myself. I have them in the car. Right, these are like just a chewable version of what's in the capsules. So the same fruit, same veg, but in a format that a child can consume more easily. It's just got another product in it that binds it together. They're very healthy. There's no nasties in them. There's no rubbish in them. Everything that the company produces is really, really healthy. Our motto, our vision for the world is to inspire healthy living around the world. So everything we talk about is about inspiring people to live a healthier life. And that's certainly what I can hand on heart say has happened to me over the last 4 years. So my children started taking these chewable products when they were 3 and 6. And my eldest started taking them a little while later because she was 17 then. She's 19 now. They all take that product every single day, 2 fruit, 2 veg, 2 berries before they go to school. So they're getting the nutrition of 30 different fruit, veg and berries before they go out the door in the morning. So me as a mum, I'm giving myself really good nutrition. Why would I not give that to my children as well? And the benefit that I have seen in them, they drink more water. They ask for fruit and vegetables. They eat more fruit and vegetables. They haven't had a single day off school, not a cough, not a cold, not a splutter, nothing for over 3 years now. Like, while all the other kids are getting sick and poorly and the doctor's visits, we haven't had a doctor's visit, a prescription from the chemist, anything as a family for almost 4 years, and the kids for almost 3 years. So it's been had a massive impact on us as a family. It's like a nutritional safety belt, really. You don't get what you need. There's the way to have what you need that'll help you just bridge the gap between what you do get and what you don't. And the beauty of it is actually, if you as a grown-up buy that product, you can get the children's product absolutely free from the company because it's part of what's called the children's health study. So all of those benefits that I said that I have seen in my own children are actually proven through the child health study to be the benefits of getting children into an environment where they're taking more fruit and vegetables into their system. So you can imagine, we talk about health in the family. If you're asking your children to take a product like that, you need to explain to them why it's good for them, why a vegetable's good for them. And obviously, the more that they understand why it's good for them, the better it is for them going forwards because they understand the importance of really good health. And then the final product I want to talk to you about, I actually don't have with me because I'm at my mother-in-law's house and she doesn't have it here. But it's the Complete Shakes product. So one of the girls might have it and they could maybe show you when they're talking. But the Complete Shakes product was the product that I started on right at the very beginning back in January 2013. And for me, as a busy person, and I'm sure there's a lot of you on the call who are busy people, it was a really simple, easy way to start the day. So a lot of people use it as a meal replacement. I did too, but it was replacing a meal that I didn't have. Okay, so I didn't used to eat breakfast because I didn't have time. Lynn's got it, I'll get her to show it when she's on the screen. So I used it personally to replace breakfast because I was so running around all the time after everybody else that I very often was running on empty, right? And that's a very common thing for a lot of people, a lot of busy parents particularly, running on empty all the time. The Shakes product is non-GMO, it's totally healthy, there's nothing rubbish in it, it's filling, it's tasty, it's very simple, and you can make it in less than 60 seconds. So for me, to have a filling nutritional product that I could take like that tastes good, filled me up till lunch, gave me that massive boost in the morning in a very healthy, sustainable way. I've been taking that product pretty much every single day since January 2013. And it's such a simple thing. So naturally, I was recommending the product to other people, and my friends and family as well. So the things I really want you to take out of that before I pass on to the girls are, it's real food, okay? It's not a vitamin supplement. There is no other product on the market anywhere in the world that does what Juice Plus does. Nothing. And that's a fact. It's got 30 peer-reviewed and another 8 on the way, peer-reviewed medical studies that prove that it does what we say that it does. Fact. Do we eat enough fruit and vegetables? No. Everybody knows that. That's a fact too. Does this work to give you the better energy, better skin, hair and nails? Does it work from the inside out, right? Give your body what it needs to perform. What will it do? It will perform. It's like putting diesel into a diesel car that you've been putting petrol in for years. All of a sudden it performs the way that it's supposed to. All it does is give your body the nutrition that it needs to perform in the way that it's meant to. It was designed to. We were designed to eat fruits and vegetables. So how is it made is the last little bit that I want to help people understand. The product is ripe. So very often fruit, veg and berries that you get in a store have been sat there for ages, or they've travelled many, many food miles before we get to them. This product is picked when it's ripe. It's picked when it's ripe. It's dried. The water's removed. And then what's left is the powder that's then encapsulated. That's it. Very, very simple. You can go on YouTube and watch a 1.5 minute video that shows you exactly how the product's made in the factory. Picked when it's ripe, so when it's ready, when it's full of nutrition, dried, water removed, powder encapsulated. That's it. Right? So all the nutrition is in that product, the same as it was when it was ripe on the tree. Very, very different to what you'll get in a supermarket. So that's the top and bottom of the product. It's very, 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 very top line. If you want more information about the product itself, go back to the person who invited you on the call and find out a little bit more about how it might benefit you and some of the other benefits that other people have had. But I just want to pass over to, or introduce Siobhan. If you could unmute yourself, that would be brilliant.
Done.
Are you there?
Okay.
Yes, perfect. Okay, so thanks very much for jumping on the call, Siobhan. I just wanted to ask you, how did Juice Plus come into your life, and why are you excited about the future? What benefits have you seen?
Yeah, okay, thanks Emma. If I can just say a big hello and thank you to my friends who have jumped on tonight's call as well, guys. The products came into my life, I stumbled across Plus actually about 18 months ago, round about the time I fell pregnant with my youngest. I'm off on maternity leave at the moment. I have a little boy, Daniel, who's 9 months old, and my husband is 4.5. I actually came across him on Twitter, followed her. She was very proactive about sharing her client success, weight loss, etc. Online. What has sparked my interest was her own personal pictures of the improvement in her skin complexion taken the berry capsule. Now, as someone who has suffered really terrible acne in teenage years, I was really interested and intrigued to find out a bit more about the capsules. So I made contact with her. It wasn't someone that I knew personally, it was someone I followed on Twitter, and she told me the benefits that I would get from taking the capsules. So I signed up initially on a trial and then the 4-month subscription. So I was taking the berry capsules last year for the first 6 months of my pregnancy. Loved them, felt fantastic, and recommended them to family, etc. And it's really only now, in hindsight, looking back at that time of my life when I was pregnant, and looking at pictures, just my skin, my hair, I just looked well. Now, for various reasons, I stopped taking them about this time of year. A lot going on in my life, buying our first family home, baby, facing maternity leave, trying to plan a wedding. So it's always been my intention to get back taking the products in January, back at work, as part of the beautifying regime, get bride ready. Now, I never, a year ago, saw the business side of things. I was purely a customer. I was seeing products and seeing. They fast forward to now, a couple of weeks ago, and my good friend Lynn contacted me about a business that she was launching, the Hot Mums Network. And at the time, I can assure you, I felt no hotness. I was really deprived. My youngest is a great sleeper, so tired, just down, feeling a bit meh. So when Lynn, I was intrigued, and when Lynn told me about her business and the fact that it was a Juice Plus product, initially I was taking them last year. I know I'll happily purchase from you, but it was really when Lynn took the time to explain the business side of things. The penny had never told me last year how I have been earning an additional income while off on maternity. So the way that I look at it, I'm super excited to be on board, to build my business, not only around my family life and my boys, but the 2 key skills required, using social media and talking to people. 2 things that I think I'm good at. So officially launching tonight, and get excited for the future.
Fantastic, that was brilliant. Thanks very much, Siobhan. Thanks for sharing your story with us. I really appreciate it. Interestingly, there's no warning on here. The reason there's no warning on there is because it's perfectly safe for pregnant people to take, perfectly safe for children to take, right? You're not going to find anything on there, perfectly safe for lactating mums to take. Right? It's fruit and vegetables in a capsule. So for a pregnant woman, these products are absolutely amazing. For a breastfeeding mum, I wish if I could go back in time that I had known about this product when I was pregnant with my own children. Because what better way, you're so conscious as a pregnant person, pregnant mum, about giving your children the best nutrition that you can. That's such an amazing way. And we've got studies and research and all sorts that proves how fantastic it is for pregnant women. But your personal stories about women who have been on the product and had healthy, happy babies is the best testimonials that you could get, really. Thanks very much for sharing your story with us. Really excited to launch your business formally with you tonight. Thank you for getting involved. Excited to get to know you better and just get to work with you and just to share a product that you love with people. It's really, really very simple. So thanks and congratulations. And if I could move on now to Claire. Claire, if you could unmute yourself, that would be brilliant, please.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Awesome, thank you. So the same question really goes to you. How did you get involved in the product? How did it come into your life, and why are you excited about the future?
Well, it came into my life via Lynn, and Lynn invited me to talk about her Hot Mums Network and talk about the product. And really, for me, the timing was absolutely perfect because I have a traditional business, a successful traditional business, and I was looking for something else to complement that business. But my sister said to me, you need to be doing something just for yourself, because it seems, every time I develop the business, it involves more staff, more investment, X, Y, Z, and everybody seems to be making money and being healthy, etc., except me. So when Lynn talked to me about the product and listening to yourself, and I almost talk like you now because I've listened to so many of your videos, I thought this is perfect for me. I've got quite a considerable amount of weight to lose, and I thought, timing fantastic. I could bring my team along with me, my customers along with me in my weight loss journey.
Mm-hmm.
My sister's just recently lost a lot of weight, not using Juice Plus, but she's just recently lost a lot of weight. And she talked last week about inspiring people. And I thought, you know what? That's exactly it. That's exactly what we have to do. And the accountability, I think, will help me along the way as well. The products, the other thing that was really interesting for me, my why obviously is like many of the people in this call, my why is my family. And my family consists of a 12-year-old who's currently running around the house dressed as a unicorn and a black Labrador. So there's not a very big family, and they rely on me. And I really need my youngster to start living a really healthy life alongside me, and Juice Plus is going to do that for us. From the business point of view, it's like my traditional business turned on its head. So as my team grows in my traditional business, I've got more wages, I've got more premises costs, so everything grows. In Juice Plus, as my team grows, then my earnings grow.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really, really excited and looking forward to working with Lynn and yourself, and having a really brilliant Juice Plus experience.
Fantastic. That's brilliant, Claire. Thanks very much for sharing some of your story there. It's really interesting to hear. And from one of the things I didn't cover when I talked about the product is that it can be used as a weight loss product. So a lot of people actually think that's what it is initially, maybe what they've seen on Facebook or on social media, but it's actually a weight loss product. It isn't a weight loss product, but it can be used to facilitate weight loss. I've lost about half a stone using the product right at the very beginning, and it's really because it enables you to function in a more healthy way. And we have healthy programs that you can follow. We can help you to learn a little bit more about eating clean, about cooking from scratch. We have support groups and networks and all sorts of things. We call it a Juice Plus experience. It's not just about buying a product, it's about experiencing healthy life and what that can look and feel like for everybody. So thank you very much for sharing your story and your excitement about the future. I'm excited to work with you. Congratulations on launching your business tonight. I'm looking forward to getting to know you a lot better over the next weeks, months and years. So if I could move on now to Karen, please. Claire, if you could mute yourself again, that would be great. Karen, if you could unmute yourself for me.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hi, Karen. So could you tell us, just in a couple of minutes as well, what's your, how did Juice Plus come into your life, and why are you excited about launching your business tonight?
Right, so Juice Plus came into my life coming up to 3 years ago now. In fact, it might even be over 3 years ago. I was a busy working mum. I had a 3-year-old who hadn't slept through the night since he was born. I had a 5-year-old who was severely constipated, and I was shattered. And I had a friend on Facebook who also had a 3-year-old that didn't sleep through, and she was talking about Juice Plus, and she seemed to have loads of energy, and she seemed to be coping with it a lot better than I was. So I contacted her, and I started on the capsules and the shakes, and within a couple of weeks I felt great. I had loads of energy. I was able to get through the day and get past 9 o'clock at night without going to bed. I was able to function at work even if I'd been up 10 times in the night with a toddler that didn't sleep. And I actually lost some weight as well, which was a bonus, and I thought, brilliant. And I started to feel like me again, which was good. And then around about the time, maybe a month after I started on the products, my eldest son, as I said, suffered from terrible constipation. From 9 months old, he was on laxatives, and we tried absolutely everything to sort it out. And eventually, when he was 4, we got referred to a paediatric consultant. And what didn't help was he was a really fussy eater. He was thing about textures. So trying to get any kind of decent food into him was a nightmare. He had dark circles under his eyes, he wasn't sleeping, his behaviour deteriorated, and he just refused point blank to eat when he was in pain. So one day he actually went 16 days without going to the toilet. So we went to one of his scheduled consultant appointments, and at this point he was on 8 sachets of Movicol a day, which is laxatives. We had to put really, really strong juice to mask the flavour just so he'd take it. And the consultant basically told us they were concerned about his height and weight and his development, and that it was likely he was going to be on laxatives till his mid to early teens. And it was just something that he would eventually grow out of. And could we try and up his fruit and veg intake and his water? I don't know if anyone's tried to get a 5-year-old to eat something that they don't want to eat, but yeah, it's impossible. So we left the hospital, and I was absolutely devastated because I couldn't see how he was going to be on medication for the next 10 years, and what was I going to do about it. So I immediately thought, right, I'm going to put him on the chewables. I'll get them free anyway because I'm on the capsules, and what's the worst that can happen? It ups his fruit and veg intake, which is what we were told to do. So we started him on his healthy sweets, as he calls them, and within 5 weeks we'd halved his dose of laxatives, which was amazing because we tried before in the past and it was just horrendous. Within 3 months, he was completely on no laxatives whatsoever. And then 6 months later, we went to the consultant and we were discharged. And it was just amazing. He's like, no more dark circles under his eyes. He slept better. His behaviour improved. He's now got 100% attendance at school for the last 3 years, I think it is now, yeah. And he's just a completely different child. We kind of got our baby back because we lost him for a bit there. So I'll be forever grateful to Juice Plus for what it's done for my family. But from the business side of things, I joined the business because I wanted to share our story and help other people. I've made friends through this business, I've had fun, and I felt like I was finally doing something for me that wasn't because I was a mum or because it was something else. It's my thing, and I'm excited to just tell more people about it and get more people involved.
Brilliant, that's great. What a story, Karen. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, a heck of a story, and I'm sure you've inspired some people to just with that story tonight. So I really appreciate you sharing it. I know it's sometimes not that easy to share. I know you were quite nervous about tonight as well. You did a great job, so well done. And I'm really excited to work with you and formally launch your business. I know it's taken you a little bit of time to kind of get moving and get your confidence up, but you know what? You'll earn while you learn in this business, which is the most important thing. So it's not like going to university where you have to do 4 years and then you get debt and then you start getting paid when you get a job. With this business, you earn while you learn, and I think that really helps people. Lynn, I'm going to come back to you at the end if that's all right, because I'm just going to respect people's time a little bit, and we've kind of run over a little bit. So if that's okay. What I want to do, guys, is first of all say thanks very much for the 3 of you for sharing your story. What I'm going to do is really quickly, in about 5 minutes, just talk to you a little bit more about why the business makes sense, so that you can decide whether it might be for you, you never know, might be for somebody that you know, but at least you can understand why your friends and your loved ones have got involved in the business side of it. And hopefully you can understand already from the 3 stories that you've heard on mine why we're so passionate about the product. And if you're passionate about something, you probably are already telling people about things that you're passionate about in your life. And even if it's something as mundane as where you get your nails done, who cuts your hair for you, whether it's something as important as what nursery your children go to or what school your child goes to, we talk all the time about the things that we experience, the products that we take, the services that we use. We talk about these things to our friends and our family anyway, all the time. We recommend products, we recommend services, and not only do we do that, that's how we make decisions about the things, the products and the services that we use too. We ask our friends and family, what do you use, where do you go, how do you experience it, what was it like for you? And we use social media to do that as well. So we tag ourselves into places, we tag ourselves in the cinema, we tag ourselves in a restaurant. That's really essentially what this business is. It's word of mouth, referral business, but you get paid for it from Juice Plus. So you don't get paid by the cinema when you recommend your friends to go and see Trolls. You don't get paid by the restaurant when you recommend your friends go and have their birthday meal there. You probably don't get paid by your nail technician. I know that so many people ask me where I get my nails done, and I send them to my nail technician all the time. She must have had 15 or 20 customers in this year alone from me. I haven't had a discount or even a free set of nails from her, right? That's because I think her service is incredible, so I share it with other people. So think about the way that you shop and the way that you refer people to products and services anyway. And if you love a product and you can make a business out of that, then for me, it just makes sense. When I looked at this business opportunity, I was working 12, 14 hours a day. I had a very busy corporate job. I've got 3 children, as I said. So in my head, right, I was thinking, a bit like Claire, I had like a traditional business, I had a traditional career. I had stuff going on, so I thought, I'm too busy, I haven't got time, I can't run my own business as well as everything else that I have got going on. But yeah, at the same time, I took a product, loved a product, and I was recommending it to everybody anyway. People were asking me why I had so much energy. People were asking me why my skin looked amazing. People were asking me how I was awake late at night. All my mummy friends, how come you're so full of beans and I'm knackered? Like, I take this product, it's incredible, you should take it too. And they were like, okay, how do I get it? I was like, my friend can get it for you. Just crazy. And my friend said to me, look, Emma, you're doing this business anyway. You're just not getting paid for it. You're recommending the product anyway. You're just not getting paid for it. So I was like, oh, I haven't got time to do a business. I'm far too busy. So then I realized this is a go about your business. You're recommending a product or a service anyway. You take a product and love it anyway. You've heard all of the benefits or some of the benefits from taking this product from a health point of view, from a diet point of view. There's millions of benefits that people can have from taking more fruit and vegetables. So I was recommending it anyway. And then I looked at the business model and realized it completely is designed for busy people, right? It's designed to fit around you, fit around your job, fit around your kids, fit around your life, fit around your partner, whatever you've got going on. And I love that about it. I was like, oh, okay, I can do this. I'm on Facebook anyway. I talk to people anyway. I can recommend the product anyway. So if I can get paid for that as well, fantastic. And then I looked a little bit more, and I just want to share these 2 things with you. First of all, this business is if you think about where you work right now, or your partner works, or your family work, it's probably a little bit like this. It's kind of a limited opportunity. You start down here, and as you progress through a company or a business, the opportunity to progress further tends to get more limited because the position's limited. So in my environment, which was very corporate, there was a lot of us at the bottom, you know, as we got started, but as we got promoted and promoted and promoted, you get the kind of middle management, and then there's not really that chance for progression anymore because it's quite a negative environment to work for. 10 of you going for 1 promotion. That was certainly the environment I was in. But whether you've got a corporate job or a career or just like a normal job where you just turn up and get paid, what happens if you don't turn up? You don't get paid. What happens if you want to go on holiday and bills off that week? You can't go on holiday. In a traditional business like Claire's, where you own your own business, you can feel like you're independent, but actually, Claire said it really well, you actually just own a job, right? You're the last person to get paid, you're the first person to come in the morning, you're the last person to leave, you've got overheads, you've got staffing costs, you've got responsibilities, sorry Claire, you've got all of these things You go on holiday and you don't earn anything. Think about a hairdresser, a beautician, any of those people. If they're not serving their customers every single day, they don't get paid. And that for me was like, that's quite a limited environment as well. This opportunity with this company is that, right? It's limitless. Everybody starts at the bottom. Doesn't matter what your background is, doesn't matter how old you are, doesn't matter what your education level is. Everybody can do this business. You just have to be over 18. That's it. Right? And the opportunity for progression is limitless. Like, everybody can make it to whatever level they want in this business, because you very simply have to take the product and recommend it to people. It doesn't matter what you've got going on. You can literally start your business tomorrow morning. And if you're halfway through your business, it's not going the way you want, you can start it again tomorrow morning. Very, very simple. It's designed for you to succeed. Someone will help you and show you what to do. The person who invited you on this call will help you and show you what you to do, or I will. Right? Very simple. Someone showed me, I listened to what they did, and I followed them. And now I do the same. It's really, really simple. Limited versus limitless. That's the one thing I want you to remember. The second thing is that it's £50 in the UK to join this business. €60 in Europe to join this business. To have your own franchise only costs you probably what you would spend on a meal if you went out on a Friday or Saturday night. And you can own your own business that will has the potential to completely change your life if you wanted to. It can just be a small thing that it's like £100, £200 a month. Bear in mind, £100 a month is still over £1,000 a year. That's a good holiday. That's a couple of flights to New York, £1,000 a year, £100 a month. Or it can be anything up to whatever you want. It's limitless. Right? If you want to earn £2,000 a month, you can do that. You want to earn £10,000 a month, you can do that as well. It's entirely down to you. But if you have a think about, if you're even thinking about this opportunity at all, what would £500 a month do for you? What would £500 a month do for your friends and family? Coming up to Christmas, if you could get £500 between now and Christmas, would you have a better Christmas this year than you did last year? Probably. What about if you could earn £1,000 between now and the end of the year? Would you have a better Christmas this year than you did last year? Probably. If you could earn £500 a month recommending a product that works, recommending a business opportunity that works, recommending a product in a business that you know and you experience to your friends and family and colleagues, £500 a month is £6,000 a year. £6,000 a year would drastically improve most people's lives. Might pay your mortgage, might pay your rent, might just mean that you're not scared of bills when they drop on the doorstep. Might mean you open the envelopes with the little clear windows instead of just shoving them in the drawer in the hole. I did that. That was me. If I don't open it, it's not real. All of a sudden, you take the stress out of your life just by having a little additional income. It's really, really very simple. And for that 50 quid, the company does all the stuff that in traditional business is difficult. Or handles the money for you, processes the order for you, delivers the product direct to the customer's door for you. You're not knocking on doors, you're not driving around the streets dropping off product. You can do this entire business from one of these, from your mobile phone, or from a laptop or an iPad or whatever you choose, right? You don't even have to leave the house. Look how easy this is. Just to get people to dial into a call and somebody will help you talk to that person for you. It's really, really simple. So the company does everything that in traditional business, you don't have any staff, you don't have any overheads, you don't have any storage costs, you don't have anything. There's no risk whatsoever in this business. None. So the opportunity is limitless and there's zero risk attached to it. When I learned that, I was like, okay, I'm going to do that then. That sounds really good. And I can earn how much? And he was like, as much as you want. Okay, how do I do that? Bring in some customers. So we get paid in 3 ways. This is the last thing I'm going to say because I want to finish in like 2 minutes for you. We get paid in 3 ways. You get paid for customers, for recommending the product to people. The company says, thank you very much, pays you a commission for that. Right? That's perfectly normal. We don't use TV advertising. We don't have famous people that pretend to use the product, right? Famous people do use it. They buy it like everybody else. So we invest our money as a company, or they do. I'm just a franchisee, just like you guys. They invest the money in the distributor base, word of mouth marketing, and the research. That's where the money, the product, that's where the money goes. They thank you for recommending the product to your friends and family. There's a commission. There's a thank you for that. Makes sense, right? If you were going to launch a product, how would you do it? Give it to 10 of your friends, ask them to tell their friends about their experience. And what happens with those 10 people who have a good experience? They go and tell their 10 friends, right? There's 100 people taking a product like that and you have not spent a penny. right? Recommend word of mouth marketing is just the way people do business now. So that's where you build a customer base. The second way you get paid is to build a team of people. Very often comes from your happy customers, like I was. Love the product, join the business. Lynn, love the product, join the business. Lots of other people, that's what they do. Love the product, join the. You don't have to. You can do both at the same time. It's absolutely fine. But you build a team of other people who get their own customers, and the company pays you for that. Not for the distributor, right? We are a customer-focused business, right? We're about the end consumer, the product. What does the product do for each individual person? You'll get paid for building a team of people who recommend the product to their friends and family as well. You get paid for customers, you get paid for team members and their customers. And the third way is the bonus plan. Okay, there's an amazing bonus plan where you can earn up to £80,000 in bonuses. I know that that's real because I've had them all, right? I went from 0 to all of those bonuses in less than a year. But even if it had taken me 4 years, right, on an average, that's £20,000 a year, just in bonuses. Never mind the commission for the customer base that I had. I was able to leave my full-time job that I had, the 14-hour-a-day one where I never saw my kids, never saw my husband. I was able to leave that in less than a year from joining this company because I paid off all my debt using that bonus plan. Every time I got a bonus, every time I got a check, I paid off a credit card or a loan or whatever it was that took all of the stress out of my life. So I retired myself from my corporate career. 3 months later, I retired my husband from his corporate career too. So before either of us turned 40, we were able to leave behind the things that had held us back in life, right? The jobs that we had that took up all of our time. We were so time poor. So if you just think about, and this is what I'm going to leave you with, think about your life. If you don't make a change, if this, you know, if you don't look at this, it's absolutely fine. If it's for you, great. If it's not, that's absolutely fine too. But a lot of people look at this, there's a triangle in life, right? There's time, health, and financial freedom, right? And you usually have to choose which of them you want, because you can't, in our heads, you can't have all three: time, health, and financial freedom. Because to have time, you generally have to be older because we're all working, we're busy, right? So when you've got your health when you're young, you haven't got any money or time to do the things that you want to do. Okay, when you have your money, so maybe when you're older and you've worked hard and you've got savings, have you then got the time? Maybe, because you've retired perhaps, but do you have the health then to be able to travel the world and do the things that you want? Maybe not, probably not. In this business, with this product and this business plan and this marketing plan, you can have all three of them at the same time. Time, health, financial freedom, stress-free life. That's what we're offering people. Take some of the stress out of your life, have an additional income, and have a shed load of fun along the way. You earn while you learn. It's really, really simple. I want to finish just by introducing Lynn, and then I'm going to close the call, and that's it. Thank you very much for joining on the call. Lynn, I just want you to share your story because you've just recently joined the business and you've had like really good success. So rather than me just talking about my story, what about, can you just share with us like how your first couple of months in the business, well, your first month in the business has gone and why you're excited about the future?
Yes. So I started taking the products, and within probably about a week, I felt lots more energy. My little boy started taking the berries, capsules, like I mixed it in his yogurt. And within about 5 days, his eczema that he had little bits here and there was completely gone. And just the improvements that along the way that I feel with being on these products, I just feel totally healthy. So much energy is my main thing. I've lost a stone in weight since starting them. And you asked me to point out the complete shakes. That's what I take. I actually just had one before I come on this call because I was too busy to sit down and have a meal. And then I thought, I am hungry and I don't want to eat too late. So great for that kind of thing as well. But from a business point of view, once I started and I knew what the products could do, and I had researched them, and I had seen all the different medical journals and case studies and testimonials from people that needed more energy or to lose weight or all these different conditions people had, I simply started sharing the products and the opportunity with people. And to be honest, I actually can't think of a better job to do. You're helping people get healthy, you're helping children get healthy, and you're helping people, in my case mostly mums, have an opportunity to create an additional income so that they don't need to, unless they want to, miss a moment with their kiddies. And I just can't actually think of anything better to do with your day than to help so many people get healthier and happier. So that's what I've spent the last month doing. Has it felt like a job? No. Has it felt like what you've just said, a whole load of fun? Definitely. I never feel like I'm working when I'm doing it, and I am like beyond excited about this opportunity. So thank you, Emma.
Have you made your £50 back?
Yes, and more.
and more, right? In your first month, hit our first promotional position in your first month, which is brilliant. We get paid on the 10th of every month, and you'll get £100 bonus plus all the commissions for all the orders that you've put through for yourself and your team members. So I'm not going to say how much you get paid because I'm not sure, but you'll definitely, even just in the bonus, you'll get twice what you invested back. If you can find another business model where you can start a business and make your initial investment back in your first month, I'll look at it. But in traditional business, it just doesn't happen. Anyway, so thank you very much for sharing that, Lynn. I'm going to say good night. Thanks very much for jumping on the call and sharing it with your supporting your friends and family. We do this call every Sunday, every Wednesday night. If you want to jump on the next one, you're very welcome to. If you want to invite some friends and family to have a look at it, if you're not sure or you just want to hear it all again, you're very welcome to. But either way, I appreciate you taking the time out of your Sunday evening to jump on the call and just to find out a little bit more about what we do and why we're so passionate about it. I bid you good night, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.
Thanks, Emma. Thank you, everyone.
Bye. I'll unmute you so you can say bye if you're still on. Is it like a Zoom on a Zoom?
Sure. What's that? That's not Stephen Lee.
Back when more funny was like, we couldn't do it.
Well, I think it's that.
Oh, fuck off.